It is Magic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of Atlanta. Jackie Page, time to hop into some girl talk and sitting down at the girl talk table today. Family, you know, all 2025, I'm going to make sure that you live your best life. You keep your health, your wellness, your fitness, all of that together. Because I'm just sick of us, like, not doing what we need to do to make sure that we are living our best lives. So, sitting down from the American Diabetes Association, as well as Centerwell Senior Primary Care, I have Ciarra McCann, Executive Director of the American Diabetes Association, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Shay Norman, Community Engagement Manager from Centerwell Senior Primary Care, and I have Keon Davis, ADA Community Board Member. How's everybody doing today?
Fabulous. Thank you for having
Awesome.
us.
No, excited to have you all. Kind of like I said earlier, one of my goals for um, my family is that, we talk about things when it comes to health and wellness in the Black community because we don't have those conversations. So, really excited to have you all sitting down at the Girl Talk table. First and foremost, because, American Diabetes Association. There's a walk that's coming up for those, and I would hate to say for those who aren't familiar, but the reality is people just aren't familiar. They don't know. What is diabetes and what work do you all do at the American Diabetes Association?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I think it's kind of ironic that people don't know what diabetes is, considering we all know someone who has been impacted by
Right.
the disease. And so I wanted to make sure that I am telling you exactly what it is. So I'm going to read it because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
So, diabetes, when we're talking about type 2, it is a long term condition in which the body has trouble controlling blood sugar and using it for energy. So, that's type 2. Type 1 is a lifelong condition where the pancreas makes little or no insulin, which leads to high blood sugar levels. And then there's pre-diabetes. And then, of course, there's also gestational diabetes. And so the ADA, this is our 85th year in existence. And our mission, simply put, is to alleviate all of the burdens that are associated with complications from this disease for people who are living with it. And so we invest in research, we do community programming. We do advocacy work, which is really big right now if we're paying attention to what's going on in the country.
Yeah.
And so we're bipartisan. You know, we don't get into politics, but we do try to make sure that we are advocating for people on the back end. And so one of the things that we are incredibly proud of is the work that we did for the insulin cap. We worked with Senator Warnock. And so what we do on the back end, because people don't know this, is we actually reach out to legislators and we encourage them to push bills through.
Yeah.
And so that is one of the ones that really impacts seniors, especially people who are like, using Centerwell services and who really can't afford their insulin. It costs like $400. Who has that to just live? Live. So the ADA is doing great work and we're super excited about the walk that's coming up in May.
You kind of mentioned Centerwell and the services that you all offer. Can we talk a little bit about numbers with like seniors as well as just kind of with the Black community when it comes to diabetes?
Yeah. So again, thanks for having me, Shay Norman with Centerwell Senior Primary Care. It is really amazing. First of all, we're in the South, right? Centerwell actually is primary care located in underserved communities. So to be honest with you all, unfortunately, probably half, if not a little bit over, that has diabetes when it comes to the seniors that we serve. And not just diabetes, comorbidities. So we're talking about diabetes, high blood pressure, maybe some chronic heart conditions. So at Centerwell, unlike the traditional model of medicine, which no shade to traditional medicine, but Centerwell is focused on providing value and quality versus just getting people in and out, billing for different procedures, leaving seniors without a care journey. So Centerwell literally fills that gap because, again, we see a lot of seniors that have diabetes, and we're just really focused on the whole person because it takes that. It's not just physical, it's mental, it's social, it's learning new things to eat. We were talking about, smoothies earlier and giving people healthy options. So we do just about anything that we can to help seniors on their journey.
Yeah. Speaking of smoothies, you're a board member.
Right.
Why was it so important for you to, hop on and become a part of this mission and what the ADA is doing?
That's easy. For me, when I realized that, like she said, everybody's affected, right? And then for me, when I started my company, it wasn't because I wanted to get into diabetes. It wasn't because I was, all these things. It was just something that I was very passionate about, and I feel like I can do it way better than anybody else, right? And so when I started to research more and the benefits and the health causes and how many people we can actually help, and the fact that majority of the time people think healthy is bland, they think healthy is negative, they think, all of these different things. And so I was the one that put it on my back to say, you know what, we can have fun with health, right?
Yeah.
We can make healthy taste good. You know what I mean? And so when we met with Ciarra and everything matched, it was like, look, this is easy, right? This is something that I naturally do every single day. I'm fighting this fight by myself. They're fighting the fight by themselves. Let's get together and let's fight it together and have fun doing it. You know what I mean?
That partnership is so important. And I love that you realize that, like, I'm over here doing this by myself. She over here doing this. Let's just come together and be a force because there's more power together.
Absolutely.
Ooh, absolutely love that. And speaking of coming together, Ciarra, you mentioned this earlier. There is a walk happening on Saturday, May the 17th at Atlantic Station, the American Diabetes Association Step Out Walk. Can you give us more information on the walk? And I know there's a kickoff event that's happening as well. Tomorrow.
Yes. And so the walk is actually going to be on May 31st.
Okay.
It is at Atlantic Station. And we are so excited about this because we have not done a community-facing event since 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yes, girl. So this is going to be the first time that we have brought out people who are living with diabetes, their caregivers, pretty much everyone in the community, your doctors, your physicians, hospital systems. We've got Northside Hospital, Emory, we've got Wellstar. I mean, everyone is coming out in droves because this is such an important cause. To Shay's point, essentially 1 in 2 people are impacted by this. Every 26 seconds, someone is diagnosed with this disease in the United States. And so we are excited to bring the entire community out to support, to celebrate, to uplift, to give hope to this community who really has not had this in almost 10 years.
It's crazy. 2015 was the last time.
Yes.
That is insane. So let's talk about the kickoff event that's happening tomorrow.
Yes.
What is this kickoff event?
So we are kicking off the walk. We're really excited about it. And so it kind of highlights our partners, with Centerwell, with everyone that we're involved in. We're bringing out people who have already registered for the walk. I heard that we're giving away concert tickets. I did hear that. I did. Courtesy of Radio 1 Atlanta.
We can. All right. We try.
So we're excited about that. But it really is just to teach people about diabetes, about the ADA, and just really show them why it's so important for them to come out on May 31st at Atlantic Station.
Yeah, absolutely. Really quickly, before you all head out, if people want to get more information about the ADA and just everything that everybody has going on, where can they reach out to you directly? I'll start with the ADA.
Yes, ma'am. So if you want to learn more about the walk, and I hope you do, you can visit diabetes.org/StepOutAtlanta, and registration is completely free of charge. And then our kickoff event tomorrow is at Bury the Hatchet. It's on 325 Elizabeth Street. It is free. So you can come out, try your hand at axe throwing. We start at 6:30. We've got some food, games,
That's all you had to say.
free food. And those concert tickets. So come through. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you for that. Where can people get more information on Centerwell Senior Primary Care?
Absolutely. And I will be at Bury the Hatchet tomorrow, letting off some work aggression and things
As you
because
should.
we do a lot at Centerwell. But for anyone who's interested in Centerwell, you can go to CenterwellPrimaryCare.com. Again, CenterwellPrimaryCare.com. And I'm going to go a little bit old school because, again, the people we see are elders.
That makes sense.
I'm going to give a direct phone number for anybody that wants an appointment, wants a tour of one of our beautiful facilities. It is 404-201-0881. Again, 404-201-0881. And you will speak to a live person.
We like live now. Okay. We don't like that. That's fake. Don't give us AI. Give us the real thing. Mr. Davis, where can we get more information about everything that you have going on, the smoothies, all of that stuff?
Man, it's simple, man. Everything that I do is at Smooth and Groove. It's either at Smooth and Groove on all social platforms, smoothandgroove.com, and I'm telling you, I'm like Dion. I'm real easy to find.
Okay. Real easy. Ciarra, one more time, give people the information for the walk on the 31st.
Yes, ma'am. So we will be at Atlantic Station on May 31st. Super excited about it. If you need more information and to register, go to diabetes.org/StepOutAtlanta.
And don't forget, kickoff event tomorrow. And
Absolutely.
it's what?
Free food, free axe throwing, free games, tickets. Come through.
It's free. Okay. Thank y'all for coming. It's magic.
Appreciate it.